I have a horribly embarrassing confession to make, and that is I haven't cleaned my sewing machine in over a year. I know, it's terrible. I definitely should be cleaning it more, especially with how often I sew, but it's just one of those tasks that just doesn't interest me, and yeah, I know. I can make all the excuses in the world, but the fact is I haven't done it. So I'm going to show you how I take apart my sewing machine and I clean it. So starting off, I remove the flip plate just by removing the screws on either side and then pulling that off. And now you can see how disgusting this is. I also don't have like a lint cover for my sewing machine, which I probably should make. This would help prevent a lot of the dust that you see built up in here. But a lot of this is just lint, and yeah, definitely should be doing this more than every year, but whatever. So here I am. I just go ahead and take a toothbrush or any kind of small brush to kind of clean all of that out. I'm also checking to make sure that there aren't any loose screws or anything like that. And I'm just trying to brush out as much of the debris as I can. Now this is also probably another big no-no, but I did it anyway. So I actually just ended up taking my vacuum and the smallest attachment that goes with it and kind of sucking up that extra lint. If you're worried about anything coming loose and falling into your vacuum, I would just put a cheesecloth and a rubber band over the top of it, and that'll catch any screws or anything that you don't want getting sucked up into your vacuum. I also use my smallest crochet hook to kind of get back into those hard to reach areas and pull out that extra lint, just to make it a little bit easier for my vacuum to get to. And I am not a sewing machine pro by any means, so this is definitely not the right way to clean it out, but it was the fastest and easiest way that I could think of, and it ended up working great, so I'll probably do it again. Now I'm just taking a paper towel and I'm wiping down all of those metal pieces, and then I'm going to put some oil on my finger and just kind of rub it into those areas that move around a lot. So like my bobbin case and just any of those metal pieces, just to keep everything working smoothly. And look how much better it looks. I feel much better about sewing with this now. Now to remove the top part of my machine, my screw is on the back side of it, so I'm just going to undo that. I'm going to pull this off and then I can clean up here. This part looked a lot better than my bottom part did, so I'm just going to brush that down with my toothbrush again and then wipe it down with a paper towel just to make sure that all of the lint and all of the dust is out of there. Now I'm just going to oil all of the moving parts of my machine. So this spring right back here, and then you can move your turn dial to move your needle placement up and down so you can see which places move and which places need to be oiled. My machine has been skipping stitches for my last couple projects, so it's about time I did this, and I know it's going to make a huge difference in my next projects. I just cleaned out the case to make sure there wasn't any lint or any dust in there, and I can pop it back on, screw it in, and I am good to start sewing again.